What's up, Cubers? YouTuber here, and in today's video I'm going to show you how to properly set up a 3x3 Rubik's Cube. Okay, so here's what you're going to need for this project. You're going to need 2 lubes, one of a higher weight and one of a little bit lower weight. So I'm using weight 2 and Traxxas 50K, but you can use like weight 1 or weight 3, and you can use like weight 5 or whatever you want. But you just need a heavier lube and a lighter lube. Also, you're going to need a screwdriver, a washcloth, and obviously a 3x3 cube. So first off, you're going to want to take your cube apart, and how you're going to do that is you're going to turn this at a 45-degree angle, okay, and you're going to stick your thumb under here and grab on top of this and just twist, and it should come right out. And the rest of the cube should disassemble fairly easily. You just move it around and it should come off. Just be careful not to lose any of your pieces. Okay, now that your cube is fully disassembled, I want you to take off your center caps. Okay, now that you have taken off your center caps, what you're going to do is you're going to take your washcloth, preferably it is a little damp, and you're going to want to take the washcloth and just give it a light little rub on all of the center pieces. So you're going to set this aside for now, and then you're just going to take all of these pieces and you're going to one by one take the piece and take the rag and just give it a little wipe. You don't have to be that thorough, just give it a little wipe. You're just basically getting all the residue off from the lube that has been in there before, and just all of the plastic buildup and grime that gets inside the cube. Okay, now that you have all of the pieces wiped off, you're going to want to take your core and you're going to take your screwdriver and you're going to want to make sure all of your tensions are even. Okay, now that all of your tensions are even, I want you to take your center caps and put them back on the cube. And make sure that you put them in the right configuration. So, if you have red here and blue here, what goes on top is white. And make sure that you have orange opposite of red, white opposite of yellow, and green opposite of blue. So now that you have that done, I want you to take your heavier weight lube. In this case, I have Traxxas 50K, and I want you to just barely squeeze some of the lube just on the surface of the center, and maybe a little bit of it under, and just do that to all 6 centers. Now that you have that done, just take an edge and put it in its proper spot. Now find an edge that goes next to it, either on this side or on this side. Okay, so we're going to build from the orange side up. So find a corner that goes in this slot. And then find the edge. So now go to the opposite side of this and do the same thing. Okay, now that you have these two little 2x2 bars here, what you're going to do is you're going to take your lower weight of lube, and you're just going to want to put a little bit of it on this surface right here, and a little bit of it on this surface right here. And you're going to do the same thing on the opposite side right here. Just a tiny bit on this surface and a tiny bit on this surface. And then you're going to take your Traxxas or your higher weight or whatever you have, and you're just going to put it in between right here, and just along this inner ring right here. Okay, now you're going to want to find the corners that go in here. You're going to want to take your lower weight lube again and just put a little bit on this face and a little bit of it on this face. And then you find your edges and you put the first one in, but you leave this one because what you're going to do is you're going to use this slot to put all of the other pieces in. So you're going to want to put, first you make a little 2x2 block here, and then you take your Traxxas 50K again and you just put it all around in the internals. And you can just use your own judgment, because if you want it to be a little bit slower of a cube, then you can put more. If you want it to be a little bit quicker, you can put less, but just put enough that you know it will move around in the whole cube. So then you just take the corners back here and the edge. Then you can put this edge in. Then you put the last pieces in the cube. Alright, so now we have a properly set up 3x3 Rubik's Cube, and you're going to just want to do 50 to 100 solves to break the lube in. After you break it in, it will feel a lot better than it did before. It will feel more controllable, and it will just feel like a better cube. So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow.